Hello, I don't like to retake, so we're gonna go with it. Hello everyone, and welcome to Enlightenment Newbie. My name is Alicia, and this is my tarot series where I take a look at one card per video with traditional art and non-traditional themed art. I just feel like I'm saying it wrong. I feel like there probably is an actual term for it, but I'm not in the know, so I just make stuff up as I go, which is the story of my life. But usually I fall on something that's accurate and I'm like, I thought I made that up. I'm like, no, you didn't make that up. That was legit. Okay. The Fool. New beginnings. Okay, so in my tarot series, I take a look at these cards. I look at them. I take a look at them and I look at them. I look really close at them. And I figure out what they're trying to say to me. Then I read out of this book, the only tarot book you'll ever need, by Sky Alexander and Mary Shannon. So let's get to it. So we have the non-traditional. So the Fool. It's hard when I already know kind of what the Fool is, but I'm going to try not to do that. So this is a lady, a carefree lady, and she is walking to just the tip of a ledge, and she's on her tiptoes, and there's like a dog behind her, and she's got laced, she's not wearing ballet slippers, but you know how ballet slippers sometimes will lace up like your calf? That's what she's wearing. But one of them is loose, and the dog that's behind her is almost kind of grabbing at it, but she's very carefree. Hence the Fool. She's on a cliff with no worries or concerns, and she's just, maybe she's not looking to jump. Like maybe she's so confident in her balance that she's like, meh, I can tippy toe all over this. I would not be. I'm disabled actually. So my balance is not good. And you might say, what is your disability, Alicia? I was born with bilateral clubbed feet. Okay, and I'm a Shriners kid. Go Shriners. Okay, so this is the traditional Fool. And give me 1 second. Sorry, multitasking. And he's on a cliff as well. Or she, whoever this figure is, and not tippy-toeing it, but it is like a cliff, and this could be like icy mountains behind him, or it could be waves. I'm not 100% sure. They don't really look like waves, but either way, icy conditions, slippery stones. That's someplace where you will no. Have you guys ever been to the beach and walked on stones like that? They are so slick, like deceivingly slick. Break your ankle, slippery. There's a little dog here, and it's kind of not nipping, but playing along with the Fool. And the Fool is, in this card, is carrying a wand and a satchel, traveling. Is on to the next journey. Journey. The Fool is a fascinating figure, yet he can be an ambiguous symbol. Related to the Joker of the ordinary playing deck, which is often used as the wild card, the Fool seems beyond ordinary cares and concerns. In many tarot decks, the Fool is shown standing on the edge of a cliff, about to step off into thin air. Yet, he gazes upward as if he expects the heavens to support him. I do love that. Like, wouldn't it be beautiful just to proceed in life with just knowing? Like, that's the way it should be. Goals, squad goals. But you should enter life without concern, knowing that the universe will take care of you. But I could not do it next to a cliff. I mean, you've got to be realistic. He is unconcerned or unaware of any danger lying ahead. Like a drifter, he usually carries all his worldly possession tied in a small bag on a stick over his shoulder. He may carry a rose, a symbol of love, or a traveler's staff. Often he is dressed in bright colors, and the card's general impression is cheerful and sunny. In some decks, he's accompanied by a dog, which symbolizes natural instincts. The dog plays around the Fool, sometimes pulling him back from the danger ahead, suggesting that our instincts, if followed, provide us with guidance on our life's journeys. Instincts, intuition, gut. Ordinarily, the Fool is shown as a person full of confidence, often the confidence of youth, the trust in the universe. Do you remember, for those who are no longer youths? I know we should be a little young at heart, but do you remember when we used to be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, let's do that. And it was like, not a good idea. Like, no. But see, you don't know it's not a good idea until like, you face the consequences of that. So maybe you shouldn't, helicopter parent. Saying. Sometimes kids need to make their mistakes so they can grow to be good humans, big, tall, adult humans, or short humans. I'm a short human, like 5'2". Did you know the average height of women in the U.S. is 5'4"? Average height of a man in the U.S. is 5'9". I Googled that the other day. He symbolizes the blind leap of faith that we all must take upon entering the journey of life itself. Interpretation. When the Fool appears in a reading, it symbolizes embarking on a new way of life. This may involve a physical journey, moving to a new place, starting a new job, or getting married or divorced. Often the appearance of the Fool indicates a person who is beginning a spiritual path and has absolute faith in the universe. I do have absolute faith. I do. I think that my absolute faith gets a little, my ego, my human bodysuit gets a little impatient. Actually, I know that for a fact. But I do have faith in the universe. In such a case, the person has no fear and feels that everything will turn out well. The person may be in touch with the intuitive realm or may simply be naive about the future. The Fool represents a state of openness and faith that she'll, oh, it's a girl. I don't know. It is she'll be supported in her adventure. It's a draw. It's both. It's everyone. It is everything. In mythology, Dionysus. I got something to tell you about Dionysus here. In mythology, the Fool is linked to Dionysus, the early Greek god of theater, wine, and special religious events. Side note, the stone amethyst, and I reference this because I'm an Aquarian. That is my birthstone for February. Amethyst. Amethyst is said to be... Okay, so Dionysus got real sloppy, okay? Real sloppy wine. And was... Okay, I'm going to totally mess this up. But essentially, he was being too touchy-feely with this human lady. And he was very, very drunk. And this lady, this human, prayed to the goddess Diana to help her. Please help me, please help me, please help me, you know. And the goddess did. And she turned this woman into stone. Well, when Dionysus sobered up and realized what he had done, he cried over the stone, and his tears, wine-colored tears, stained the stone purple. Okay. In medieval courts, the king's fool or jester was given license to make fun of everything and everybody with no threat of punishment. His was a special role in time when simpletons or fools were believed to possess divine madness, and irrational behavior was thought to be a result of possession of God or spirit. The fool is also associated with the green man of Celtic tradition. Celtic! A god of fertility and nature's ability to restore itself. Upright. At this time, you are out of sync with the rest of the world, but in a positive way. You may want to go out on your own, full speed ahead, or you may feel isolated from the group, a loner as well. This lady. Your experience of the current situation is different from those around you. You feel as though you are marching to a different drummer. And you probably are, it says. Listen to that drummer, for this is the beat of your authentic self trying to get your attention. Here's the thing. My entire life, I really, this is the truth. I worked so hard at being somebody else. Somebody else. It didn't matter who it was. Who do you need me to be? And not like you need someone to the reference I'm going to make is if anyone's ever seen the movie Runaway Bride, okay? And in Runaway Bride, great movie, Julia Roberts is the runaway bride, and Richard Greer. He is the reporter. And of course they fall in love, spoiler, but he asks her, or he asks like all of he asks all of the grooms that she ran away from, what's your favorite kind of egg? And they always said, oh, just like mine, blah, blah, blah. You know, over easy, scrambled, over medium, Benedict, you know, soft poach. I don't know. It doesn't matter what they said. But anyway, so he kind of, I think he confronts her, and then she's like, I don't know why this matters. I don't know why this matters. And then one morning, like, he sees her and she's got all of these plates of eggs. She's got all of these eggs out in front of her, and she's trying each one of these eggs to determine what's her favorite egg. I remembered that. I'm almost 37, okay? And I don't know when that movie came out, but that scene in that movie resonated with me because I do that in life. And I'm finally to the point in my life where I'm 100% okay with who I am. And if you can be younger than that, and you can be okay with who you are, more power to you. But I understand that as humans, it's a lot easier to adapt than to allow yourself to be singled out. But you will never be happy faking yourself. It's not even worth it. It doesn't work. So, sorry, multitasking. Reversed. The time for independent action may not be right. You must discriminate between your dreams of going off on an adventure and leaving everything behind and reality. The advice, don't quit your day job, may apply here. This is not to say that you want to do whatever you want to do is invalid. You must consider all pros and cons carefully. The Fool. I hope that this does show up in your guys' reading. Again, the major arcana are said to be divinely provided, divinely popped out. That's the cards flying. It's a beautiful card. I think it gives hope. Just allow yourself, like if you were to imagine this person right here and there's a string on his or her heart. And it's pulling you in a certain direction. Go that way. Go the way that your body, not this, not so much. Pros and cons, do your due diligence, make safe decisions. Do not jump off the cliff, but allow yourself to be led. Okay, guys, my name is Alicia. Last video of the day. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. No, I'm going to be out of town tomorrow. Thursday. Okay, bye.